So here's the next update video on the Toyota Tundra. In this video we're going to try to take it for its first drive, see how it does. And I'm just going to show you a little bit of what I've done so far. I didn't record any of the repairs I did because I pretty much spent my time fixing this in the dead of night, so it'd be pitch black and you guys couldn't see anything since I was so busy, and night comes around here at about 4:30 anyway. So yeah, let me show you what I did so far. So the first thing I did was I accidentally knocked some transmission lines off of the radiator there, and I lost all the coolant and the transmission fluid, so obviously it wouldn't be able to move. And so I just replaced the transmission lines and then routed it through 2 transmission coolers here, since the built-in cooler no longer functions. I haven't done any rust repair yet because I've been mainly focused on the mechanical aspect. So other things I did was the rear right brake line broke for this tire here, so I had to replace that with just a quick little brake line splice, and that's good to go. So the first time I started it up, it had no power steering, and I realized that it's because the power steering reservoir was empty. So I had to replace the power steering line and fill up the reservoir with the Lucas stop leak for the power steering. So it's working pretty well now. It's over there, the power steering reservoir. Working pretty well now, but I think in a straight line, the steering wheel is kind of at an angle instead of straight, but that shouldn't affect inspection at all. And then, as you guys saw in the last video, it wasn't really running because of the fuel line. So here's the replacement fuel line. It's this line here. That's the check valve that I installed, that little silver thing, and it just runs back to the fuel tank back there, and it's doing pretty well. So that's pretty much all I did. Some issues that I'm having right now is it's not really idling great. That's because the ECU reset when I took off the battery, so it's still relearning. Alright, I think I'm done with the Tundra. Let's see if it'll start. There we go. Give her a prime. There it goes. Perfect. And I'll clean the MAF sensor and the throttle body and the intake, and that issue should be solved. But why don't we go for a quick drive in this, and I can show you guys how it's doing so far. So let me go ahead and start it up. Got a little bit of a squeal from the power steering pump, but that should be taken care of soon enough. And you can hear that the idle's a little rough, so this is the idle right here. Okay, so this is the Tundra's first on-the-road drive. Let's see how she does. All right. The 4-wheel drive works. I've tested that out. I'm pretty sure everything on this truck works, even the horn. The power steering sometimes will randomly lock up, or not randomly, not totally lock up, but get stiffer. So that's a small issue. Oh man, this driveway's bumpy. Radio works and heat works. All good. Oh shoot, I'm sliding. Alright, so we'll drive it up this steep hill first, see how it does. See how it shifts. Nice and smooth. And the heater's pretty powerful too. So the reason you fell over there is because I lost brake pressure going down a hill. So why don't I figure out what went wrong and then we'll keep going. Alright, brake line's fixed. Let's keep going. By the way, it's -2 degrees outside, so it's kind of cold to fix it. Alright. There we go. Just go the long way around. Alright, so there was the drive. Everything was perfect except for the one time when my brake line kind of went out, and it's because the splice, it just broke at the splice, so, or started leaking at the splice, so I wouldn't get great pressure. Took it for a pretty long drive. As you saw, the steering wheel was messed up, but it's pretty smooth. Transmission's perfect. Engine sounds great when it's not idling. When it's revving, it's perfect. And the interior is very comfortable. It's a very comfortable truck, which I'm sure all Tundras are, because they have very high ratings for comfort. So, yeah, thanks for watching this video. See you next week. Alright guys, it's 2019, a brand new year for this channel, and I just wanted to reflect back on last year and what that brought to this channel and give you guys a little bit of facts and data about it. So this year my channel got 1.4 million views in total, which is just amazing, and I'm pretty amazed that I got that many views, and very happy, and I'm very appreciative. Of those views, 5.6 million minutes were watched of all my videos, which again is just incredible. This year I got 6,300 subscribers. I appreciate that very much, and I uploaded 43 videos, so almost one video per week. Didn't quite get it, but I tried. My most viewed video this year was bringing a junkyard mower back to life. And the funny thing is, I made about $500 off of that video. And when I got that mower, people told me, man, you shouldn't have gotten that mower, it's never going to turn you a profit when you sell it. But I made $500 off that mower, so I say it was a pretty good idea to do. My biggest purchase this year was $6,000, and it was for this Gymna tractor. And that was a lot of money for me to spend, but so far everything's going pretty well with this tractor, and it was a nice purchase. The only thing that went wrong was the starter solenoid, which is an easy fix. Some sad things that happened this year: we lost the John Deere Sabre, my most viewed video ever, at 300,000 views. The engine blew up, and here's the truck that towed it away for the last time onto its new life. Here are my favorite projects. This is the Chevy Camaro. I really enjoyed working on this car. It was just a blast to work on. Here's the Chevy S10. It was also fun to work on, and it was really nice because my friend helped me work on this a bunch, and it was a good experience to teach him and to not have to spend so much money. This was my Chevy Silverado I got for free. This was a good project to work on, and I was pretty proud of the end result. Although it's not perfect, it did look a lot better. The next project that I really enjoyed was this Triumph Spitfire, which I haven't finished yet, and I haven't uploaded any videos on it quite yet, or I've uploaded one.
but this was a really enjoyable project to work on. Alright, my second favorite project to work on was this Toyota Tundra that I got for $500. It was a lot of work and I have enjoyed every moment of it. Even though I've been working in the -2-degree weather, out in the cold, my hands have been freezing, I've been working in the dark most of the time, I just have enjoyed it. And my favorite project to work on was the 1971 Volkswagen Super Beetle, which I restored from its state of rust and undrivability. So I made it run, drive, stop, and then did some body work to it, and that was a really fun project and I really enjoyed doing it. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and stay tuned for 2019 because I have big things coming then, and a lot more lawnmower videos and car videos and all things remote engine related. So hope you stay for next year.